Hello my dear students. In this today's video, I am going to start with a new lesson, that is chapter 9, strategies for enhancement in food production. So this chapter comes in the unit. It is after human health and disease this chapter comes. So this unit name is biology in human welfare. Okay, that unit name is biology in human welfare. So how this biology has helped in the welfare of human being. Okay, so that is the topic. So obviously you can understand how the biology has improved, helped in the welfare of human beings, maybe in the production of food, maybe in the production of some medicines. So here it is food production. So how this biology, that is principles of biology, techniques of biology has helped in enhancing the production of food products. Before going to this food and all, let us understand first thing. What we have learnt in the first unit or in the first chapter, we have understood about the reproduction in organisms. So why this reproduction is essential? Is this reproduction is essential? Is it important? Yes, it is important. Why? Because to sustain their species or sustain their generation, this reproduction is important. And reproduction also helps to maintain their population, right? So it helps to, so that the generation that can be maintained. So human can produce more generation is because of reproduction. Even animals, their generation has to be maintained, means they has to reproduce. So reproduction is essential for the continuity of the generation. Now another factor now related to this reproduction of population, let us understand that. So to maintain that population, to sustain the population, so look after this population, so what is important? The food is important for sustain the population, because basic need of all living organism is food, right? So even for nature also we need this plant as well as all the life on earth, so that balance can be maintained. So the important factor to sustain this population is food. Now population, when we talk about the population, what is a population? Okay, so currently our population is growing fastly, and if we take the data, it shows that we are currently, the population is 135.26 crores, which is India stands second in the it's a densely populated countries. In that first it is China. It is not a much difference. Okay, China has reached up to 138. We are in 139 crores. So when we are in 135 crores, they are in 139 crores. And this data is according to the 2018 survey. So now currently, just I referred what will be the population, what will be the number of people in the current situations, what will be the number of people in today's data. So current, according to the today's data, it shows that what is the number of people. You can see it is the number of people who are living on our earth at the present situation. So the people, however it may be, number of people, it is not the matter here. If this people's rate or the number of people is increasing, whether that food production is equally improving, whether the graph is showing the equal, no. You can see year wise year, the population is growing like this. But along with that, our food production also rise in that level, right? The food production also increase in that rate itself. How the population increasing, likewise food production also must increase in the same rate. But that, is it possible? Is it happening? No, that much food is not able to produce. But after the green revolution or the blue revolution, all those technological improvement, we could supplement the food, but still the lack of food, otherwise food crisis, and still many of the country is not producing the food as much as what is required for our nation. Then sustenance. What is sustenance? So just there is a word is for the strategies for enhancement in food production for the sustainable development of our growth of population. Because malnutrition, you heard of the malnutrition and how it affects the population also, you know. So here the supplying food is not only important, supplying the food in a current way with the all nutrient also very much important. And we know that here challenge is to use the available food resources. Available food resources are there, but we have to use it in a proper manner. So we must find some efficient ways to use these available food resources. Okay, and what are the efficient food resources? Okay, there is lot of food resources are there, and why this food is we know that this improvement in the food production is not only for the welfare of as a source of food, it is also a source of economy to the many people, right? Many of the people who are based on the or who primarily based on this production of these crops, or their life is will be depend on these crops, otherwise their products. So this overall the food production is not only for the sustainable development of the population, it also a source of income for the many people who are basically depend on that field. Then, so by the development of different breeds of plants and animals by new scientific method, we can increase the efficiency of food production. Okay, by the limited use of natural resources and space. By use of the proper technique, so that development of different breeds as well as better breeds of plant and animals will help in the as well as in a new scientific method. Not only developing a breed, and you have to look after in a proper scientific manner. So that will help us to increase the efficiency in the food production. So basically food production or food products are two sources are there for the food products. What are two sources? One is animal products, the food which is obtained from the animal and plant products, right? So food can be obtained by plant and animal, you know that. Now by what method we can obtain the animal based food? That is called as animal husbandry, whereas the plant based food is obtained, otherwise the new breeds of plant can be obtained which can make use of natural resources, say spaces, and can enhance the rate of production as well as can help to improve the economic status of the people also. That method is a plant breeding technique. So anyhow, human beings are always dependent on these animals and plants, right? You support that human beings always depend on these animals and plant for any case. And if I take a daily practice, many of us cannot. So for example, vegetarians cannot complete their lunch without the curd. Now non-vegetarians, for them that any fish or meat is important, then only their lunch will complete or their dinner will complete. So here for example, if they need egg, that is also a source of animal based food. And if you take the curd also a animal based food. So this animal based food or plant based food have a very important role, and we are depending on it every day, every time. So let us start to know more about this. Yes, animal husbandry, or what we call it as, yes, it is called that technique that this is called a branch which is deals with this rearing and developing these animals for the milk and its milk products is called as animal husbandry. So let us understand now. animal husbandry. So what is animal husbandry? The definition, let us write down the definition for this. Animal husbandry is the agricultural practice. Okay, here it is there. So it is a agricultural practice of breeding and raising the livestock. Breeding and raising livestock. Livestock means it animals which can be included for the animal husbandry. So livestock that are useful for human beings. That are useful to human beings. So we can see it is a vital skill and for the farmers, and it is a science as well as it is a art, because it is a combination of a science as well as art. Because here we have to improve the domestic animals with regard to their race, reproduction and feeding. So actually it is a branch of, we can also say that animal husbandry is a branch of science which deals with the improvement of domesticated animals. It is a branch of science which deals with the improvement of domesticated animals. Why we are improving these domesticated animals? How can we improve it? With regard to their race. So here, raising a livestock that are useful to human being, right? So that is the definition. So here improvement is with regard to their race, reproduction as well as feeding. So these three criteria has to be taken care while we are adopting or while we are taking care of any animals for the production of the useful products. So animal husbandry, it is a deals with the care and breeding of animals. What does it includes? It deals with the care and breeding. It's not only care, you also there is a method is called as breeding. So animal husbandry deals with care and breeding of livestock animals. Which are the animals we can use for animal husbandry? So animal husbandry deals with care and breeding of livestock. Like, what are the animals which can be included under this livestock? Can you name some of the animals which can be included for the as a livestock? It can be, we can start from the very common animal. It's cow. Then related to cow, you know the buffaloes. Then we also breed sheep for the wool. Then also goat for the milk. These four also can be used for the production of milk. Then as a source of meat, it is pigs are also used. Then for sports activity and all, horse are also reared. Then also the camels also used for transportation as well as their milk also is used. Then apart from that, here the livestock animals includes this much. Okay, animals which are reared for which are reared for their products for that are useful to animals. So these are the some of the domesticated animals. Domestic animals you will be knowing, but here domesticated animals for human welfare. So these are the animals which are reared and looked after in a scientific manner for the human welfare, which are useful to humans. So we can say that animal husbandry is a science. Actually it is not a yes, it is a part of science. So it is science of rearing as well as breeding livestock such as cattle, buffaloes, sheep, pigs, horses, camels and goats. For why we look after all these domesticated animals? We will use these animals for their milk as well as for their milk products, as well as that apart from that, sheep is used for obtaining wool, then meat, then as well as for the agricultural purposes. So we can also use for some drought condition and all, where they cannot use the transport facility. These animals are found very important for transportation in that areas also. So here let us understand about the animal husbandry, about their management. So this animal husbandry, the practice of animal husbandry can also be extended. Okay, that means it includes rearing as well as breeding. Here we just say that it's breeding and raising the livestock. So I also told you that it is a science of rearing and breeding, so that we can also include it as it's a art of rearing science, which includes rearing and breeding of animals. Then also it includes now this is the animals which are used for the production of milk and other their products. Apart from that, some of the animals also reared, or it is also used in the production of meat. Then for honey we will use the insects, honeybee insects. Then also fisheries, so it includes poultry farm. Let us continue learning about the animal husbandry, in which we have started with the animal husbandry, which topic we have started with about the how to rear or how to raise the breed as well as look after the breeds. Just a definition where we have seen, an introduction also we have seen. So here this practice of animal breeding, it's not only included in the cattle breed. It's not only for the cattle this animal breeding applies. The animal breeding also applies. It is also extended for the production of fishes. So it is fisheries, then also poultry farm. So likewise, this technique of animal husbandry, or the animal husbandry practice of animal breeding, is also employed in other areas for the production of honey, or maybe for the production of egg, or we have honey, that is a production of honey, it is called as apiculture. Then also pisciculture means rearing of fishes. Okay, then also we have rearing the chickens, all those for the egg, meat, etc. And if you say fisheries, so fisheries means it is not only includes the fishes, it also includes some of the arthropods as well as crustaceans also it includes. Might have heard about the mollusk, we have studied in the animal kingdom chapter. So this fisheries includes catching and selling of fishes. Okay, not only fishes, it includes mollusk, then prawns, which is arthropod, then also shellfish, crustaceans, crabs, etc. So this practice of rearing the animals for the human welfare is not from the recent time. It has been from the olden days itself. This practice of rearing the animals is in use. Now let us understand what's the importance of taking care of these animal breeds, and as well as what is the necessity of improving the techniques of this animal husbandry. Here, one thing to notice that the world stock population in India and